Hi everyone, welcome back. Storm here.
Tom here.
We enjoyed Invincible Season 1. I am excited to get into this season. I want to know where Mark is going to go from here. I know he wants to protect Earth. Shall we get into this?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Those
That's
poor
pretty
clothes.
cool. That's not good.
I've been hit harder before.
I like his moves.
Try and save lives.
Ooh! It's like again.
Yep.
What? Oh god, again. Ew! Gross!
We're way out of that.
He's dreaming.
And in the long run, you'll thank us.
No way this is real.
But you need to remember,
Yeah, that can't be.
Omni-Man left.
the more you resist, the worse this gets. We didn't destroy your cities. You destroyed them by fighting back. Your new
But logic.
future rulers are on the way, and it's time to join us in welcoming them. If this doesn't make Omni-Man have a bad day, nothing will.
Well, that sucks. This is so crazy. Like, this whole episode's a dream. Yeah, I was gonna say she looks so different. I'm like, is that really her? Oh god.
You too will die.
It's sad.
I'd rather die.
Crap, he's gonna do it.
Eve, I will never kill you.
It's-
I can't let you hurt anyone else.
So I'm gonna take your arms. Whoa! Yeah, there's no way.
Sorry you had to do that, Mark. She didn't leave you a choice. She's not dead. Just paralyzed.
Holy crap!
So
Yeah.
what you were practicing on those protesters last week. I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, I've got some people who'll take care of her. So, I can visit.
I can visit.
Since you were all part of the
That's sick.
resistance, we need to kill you. Murderers! Ah, the
Kill
volunteer.
you. Oh god.
That's me. Hey, buddy. You sentenced yourself to death when you joined Club Resistance.
Oh, this is so sick.
Justice will come for you.
The Elephant Man. Peanuts? The poor guy. He's actually still really helping, but all the trauma he went through. All the death.
Like wonder if he's thinking about like how messed up the world really is.
Yeah, and his dad. Like, that's huge. Oh, shoot. Poor lizard.
I said I was sorry. Get back from the door if you want to eat. That's the thing. I don't
Captain
wanna
America.
eat that garbage. I want real food.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I shit portals now. Didn't I mention Down here, hurry!
You're screwed.
Could be worse than the salmon. See you around, Pete.
Uh-oh. That was really easy. Whoa.
Where the hell are we?
It's like an alternate dimension.
Yeah, time jump?
Us out. And what do you want? That's basically the same question, idiot. I'll explain as we go. They said it's too dangerous to stay here for long, but if you don't, or somewhere worse. I miss when we only worked for ourselves.
I crap portals now. It's nonchalant, like. So that was an alternate reality then? Are we doing a multiverse
Yeah.
thing here?
Should be out there. Making up for all my mistakes. mistakes.
You didn't kill those people, Mark. Omni-Man did.
But I didn't save them.
You stopped your dad and saved the planet, and it almost killed you. You don't owe anyone anything.
I'm so glad she knows he could talk to him for real, you know?
Not my dad. I'm not my dad.
Oops.
That table disagrees.
There we go.
Take some
Fix
time
that.
off, kid. Some real time off. You need it.
Oh yeah.
Requests.
Based on his speech patterns and vocabulary, the giant seems to have the mental capacity of an 8-year-old.
Waiting for him to start crying.
Yeah, don't insult her. Oops.
Civilians.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. Rex!
Ezekiel.
It's like a kid having a temper tantrum.
I don't know. I couldn't move. My heart was racing. I was all sweaty. Why are you laughing?
That's fear. Before, all this was just a video game for you. Now you're here, in person, playing for real. It's a big difference.
There's an infinite number of dimensions, and I was born with the ability to access all of them. You must have been a fun kid to babysit. Some different from others in a small state.
Love he goes there.
Others couldn't be more different. Remember that world-changing battle between Omni-Man and Invincible a month ago? In most other dimensions, they teamed up and took over the planet. You're kidding. And we're the bad guys. Now, what's important is that each dimension has something unique and valuable. Meet the family. I did not see that coming.
It's like the Hall of Ricks and Ricks and Morty. Rick and Morty.
And I've gathered 10 times more in safe houses scattered across other dimensions. They don't have my ability, but they have something almost as valuable. Intimate local knowledge of their home dimensions that will help me figure out what they do best and how to get it here. Which brings us back to you. I need to copy all their know-how and put it in here.
You can be sad and angry at the same time. That's how I felt after burying Joseph.
Yeah.
Nolan killed so many people. He almost killed Mark. Said I didn't matter, that I was a pet. 20 years. 20 years, and I was a goddamn fucking pet.
Yeah, that's terrible.
He was a bastard. The worst kind. But he's gone now.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
Fine.
Ongoing repeated fuck-ups of monumental proportions.
That's a little harsh, Cecil.
Obvious. The team needs more muscle. Meat, bulletproof.
Looks like A-Train.
Yeah, a little bit.
Amazing.
I just think Invincible with the eyes.
It's just a whole afternoon of new friends. And what do? I mean, other than have the most obvious name ever. Bulletproof?
Rex has to go.
I do
He's annoying.
everything you wish you could. And that's rich coming from a guy called Rex Explode. You think up that grade school shit yourself? Or did somebody help you with that? I came up with it. Yeah, I figured. Come on, man. I know you're tight. Be better.
I was trying to be. New training schedules are in your lockers. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be my dad. What if that happens? What if I become him and I don't even know it?
You're not your dad, Mark. We all know that. The whole world knows that.
Cecil doesn't.
So prove him wrong.
Buffer's ready.
What if they all get killed?
You know who else
Right.
can pull this off? No one in a million different dimensions.
We're awesome.
What about 1,000,001?
You two are about to change the world. All of them.
And what are his true intentions,
Go back to
though?
the other 9 machines. things.
Is he speaking the truth?
What if he wants to be the only one?
Oh, look at that connecting to other dimensions.
He's doing all that once, though. That's be insane.
You're gonna go psycho.
I am large, and I contain multitudes. Locked and stable. We're laughing.
It's gonna be the next king. Uh-oh.
That's why, you idiot.
Okay, there's like a giant mechanical Christmas tree with like a bunch of the same guys sitting on it. And some portals and maulers. It doesn't matter, just stop them. Hey, shut it down, or I take it down.
You can't stop it once it starts.
You have no idea how much I wanted you to say that.
See, the darkness might come out too. He'll get more violent.
You don't understand!
Oh, it's gonna make him evil because
Stop fighting and listen to me!
He's stronger than he looks. Maybe. No way he lives up to his name.
Whoa. Ah! Oh god, it's first time out again.
That's enough. I said stop. Quit whining. We're almost done.
Uh-oh. Wow, this is so bad.
he's gonna flip out.
My utopia with blood.
Oh, he's gonna take it off.
Stop. There's too much power. You'll kill us all.
Oh shit!
Whoa! Well, that just went to... Wow. So what does this mean now? I mean, they're all dead besides Mark?
Yeah, I mean the other dimensions too are probably the same way.
Yeah, the whole mission. Just gone. Or did they make it worse now?
Everyone here did this to themselves. And whatever they were planning, you stopped them. This is what happens when you follow my orders. We did good today. Do you understand me? Oh my god.
Okay, good.
I got in. I got in.
I guess I get to keep my superhero boyfriend after all.
I guess you do.
Careful in the face, I'm tender.
Yeah. It's so nice so far. I want him to have, like, kind of a normal life, but...
I'll be watching you.
I know he worked with Omni-Man for how long?
Yeah.
Very, very long time. And was betrayed so brutally. Ooh, that was fast.
Can you blame him though? I mean, he was betrayed in the worst way.
Still alive! This isn't going to be good. Oh.
Told him not to take off the damn helmet.
Whoa! Is he fused with another one?
It made me a freak.
Whoa.
I ruined everything.
Oh my god.
No. I need revenge.
Great.
I need to make him pay. I won't rest until I've killed.
Here we go.
Jeez. Can't catch a break, can he?
No.
Fine. Go. Don't worry about me. Just had half my body melted helping you mutilate yourself. It's the last time I work for anyone else. Ever.
Stephen Yoon, woo! J.K. Simmons! Robert Kirkman, woo! Wow. So what'd you think, Tom?
It's crazy. I mean, to have all those memories, you know, it sounded like he had good intentions. He wanted to save his dimension from, you know, what was going on with his Invincible and Omni-Man.
Yeah.
But now he kind of screwed up, and he by taking off the helmet, all those memories got merged, and all those negative ones are now manifesting into something more.
Yeah.
So he could be a real threat too, because what's to stop him from getting backup from other dimensions. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how many of him are actually left alive. Because he had them all hooked up to that Christmas tree thing.
That was a very interesting idea. I thought that was really well done, where it was more simplified so we could understand it, where you have these portals to different dimensions and he's working with other people from different dimensions. How many thousands? He's connecting the same machine over to this main machine through different portals, and they just made it really insane.
Well, see, my biggest thing when I saw all that was the first thing that came to my mind is, how could you hook up every single one of you to one machine? Because if something goes wrong, like it did, you're all gone.
I mean, they probably had other challenges to worry about, but this made it so weak that one guy came in one dimension to screw you up. Like, it was so easy to attack. It went to hell so fast.
Well, the thing is, too, it's like, I know there's infinite dimensions, and I doubt there was infinite numbers of him hooked up to this machine, because it's just impossible. It'd just be an ongoing, never-ending cycle. But I wonder if down the road, if another version of him is gonna try to fix what happened.
He seemed really wise. Like, he knew what he was talking about. I don't know, with him being able to portal jump, if he's lived a lot longer. Maybe time is different that way. I don't know. But he just seems extremely wise. Like, he's a lot older than he actually is. And I assume that he probably met up with a lot of people like him throughout all different universes, and he selected the ones that were the best option to do this machine. So I'm going to assume that maybe all those people were involved in this machine and they all got blown up and they're gone now. So there's no, like, good guy anymore.
I'm sure he's done his research, and in infinite dimensions, there's evil versions of him, there's stupid versions of him.
Think of Kang with Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different versions of him that he can't choose everybody, because he doesn't want the ones that aren't going to help his cause. Like he was saying at the beginning, he wants to go to each dimension and take what's good from them and bring it back to make his dimension good.
Yeah. Like, they'll start with that one.
I don't know if you've ever seen Rick and Morty, but they have, like, the Council of Ricks, where all the Rick Sanchez's, they're all from different dimensions and everything. They all have something different going on, and some of them are really smart, some of them are stupid, some of them are, just not what our, C-137's Rick is, which is the dimension that the main Rick comes from.
I really want to watch Rick and Morty. Yeah, I know some of it.
It's a pretty funny, pretty good show, but it has the same kind of concept here. I mean, he's never tried anything like this, but I can see where just infinite dimensions can be a problem across the board, because not everybody's on the same page. And even if you do find a lot that are, if something goes wrong, what's to stop them from just invading and just taking over what they want?
Exactly.
And what if, here's another thought too, what if one of the bad Invincibles or Omni-Man gets a hold of him and has access to these portals now, and they can go in and start taking over each universe.
That's what I was
gathering an army of them.
That's a good point, because I was thinking that when he opened up the other portals to stop Mark, I was like, okay, well, we saw what could happen to Mark in other universes, so are they there too? Different circumstance, but maybe Omni-Man's with him as well at opening those portals. Like, maybe they're by the machine in other universes and coming through at the same time.
Well,
I'm like, that would be insane too.
Well, now since he's mad at Invincible for supposedly causing this, what's to stop him from recruiting other bad Invincibles and Omni-Man to come through and help him defeat him?
Yeah. It's messed up. We knew it was going to be something bad. I mean, it's the beginning of the season, and it was already horrific last season. I'm like, how can you top that? So, yeah, now it's going to be a terrible challenge.
They'll find a way.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting how this episode started, where I just assumed it was a dream. Because Mark, Omni-Man left. He couldn't kill his son, so he does have feelings for him. He left, and Mark was left for dead. Like, he was in terrible shape. So now you have a time jump and he's with his dad. I'm like, that totally didn't happen, because Mark was willing to die because he wouldn't side with his father. I'm like, what's going on here? So I was thinking dream the whole time, but we were sitting on it for so long. I'm like, why are we following this storyline so long if it's just a dream? Why didn't he wake up yet? So we're just seeing like these big challenges in his life. Like he really cares for Adam Eve, and to kill that version of her, it is his Adam Eve though in that universe. So to like not kill her, sorry, but to paralyze her and to practice on other people, like how twisted is
kind
that?
of worse. I mean, to me, paralyzing somebody so you can visit them, that's, to me, that sounds kind of worse than just killing her.
That's the thing. Like it shows that he's mentally messed up too. Like it's not he's following his father.
But he does it so calmly. You know, like,
and he's removed.
this is the right thing to do. Like he's trying to tell the people of his Earth that this is the right thing. You guys will be better off if you just accept us. Mm-hmm. You know, but
he's emotionally removed from the whole thing. Like he's just following his father's orders and just believing what his dad says. So he's not even taking charge anymore. He's just listening to his dad, and he's going numb with everything else, like just justifying and listening to what his dad is saying.
In our universe, you know, the Mark of our universe, he mentions that at one point he's like, when I was a kid, I think he was talking to Eve. When I was a kid, I've always wanted to grow up in my father's footsteps. Mm-hmm. You know, but at that universe we saw at the beginning, that's kind of what he did. He did follow in his father's footsteps. So that kind of shows that maybe it's good that you didn't, you know, because things would have been totally different.
Yep. And we did hear, which is very alarming, that a lot of universes, Mark did side with his father. So that's extremely scary.
Well,
so
I mean, when you have infinite universes, there are going to be a lot that do and a lot that don't. I mean, I don't know if it's a 50-50 split because it's infinite, but
yeah,
a lot either way. You know, I mean, that's just mind-boggling how many that could be.
Yeah, and when you think about it like that, too, I mean, subtle differences can make huge changes down the road. And here, not the ones that do side, like the Marks that do side with Nolan, you know, might not be 100% on board. Maybe some are in between where they're more like the Mark from our universe, but they've been tortured so much that fear of death, they just sided with him through force. They could have all kinds of options. So I think that's so interesting to do that because, you know, comparing it to Marvel, because even DC, like they have a lot of multiverse type.
Well, multiverse kind of seems to be the trend right now.
It's been the trend, so I think it's wearing out now. Then we had
this was
pandemic.
On hiatus for a couple of years too.
It was, yeah, because we had a lot of delays for obvious reasons. So I'm thinking like they wanted to kind of jump on board like everyone else to do the multiverse thing.
Look at the last Spider-Man movie that was out. Mm-hmm. You know, you had the 3 different Peter Parkers. They all looked different. They all had different abilities.
Yeah.
Not abilities, but like this Tobey Maguire one, you know, he was able to shoot his web sling directly from him, where the other 2 had to make their own web shooters. Mm-hmm. You know, so you could still be the same person, but there could be different variables that happen that could make you different.
Yeah. So that one actually, I love that movie, by the way, but that one kind of coincides a little bit with this, or it has like more similarities because all those Spider-Mans were human. They looked different and they had subtle differences with their superpowers and their personalities, and, you know, different things did happen in their life. Like it does get kind of complicated, but, you know, they're still human. And in this concept, it was pretty much all the same guy. It looked like they were the same age and stuff too, but they had some subtle differences with their facial features and maybe in their physique a little bit. But who knows? I mean, like if you overthink it, you could be like, well, maybe he just wanted people that he could trust and knew that were more like him. I don't know.
Well, with the multiverse, you can pretty much do whatever because
whatever
exactly. You think of, it could be a well, yeah, because whatever you think, there's a universe out there that has it. Mm-hmm. You know, so I mean, there's a universe that has a way to defeat Invincible and Omni-Man. There's a universe that doesn't even have them; they don't even exist. There's a universe that you know, there's so many different variables that you could do. But going back to our universe or their universe. Now you have the Immortal in charge.
Yeah.
Again, and that you know that he doesn't trust Mark. I can't blame him because of how betrayed he got, you know, from Omni-Man.
Yeah.
But not that I don't think there's going to be any major conflict, but if he suspects anything, you know, wrong, he's probably going to try to take him out.
Yeah.
You know, so I have a feeling that's going to wind up happening down the road. And my theory is another Invincible is going to come out of the portal. He's going to think it's his Invincible, and that's where the thing's going to go wrong. That's my thought.
That's
But
that's gonna be bad.
that's that could never happen, or it could.
Well, now we have,
we'll find out.
these monstrous beings after the explosion, and the guy's very vengeful right now, so I think he's going to wreak havoc on our world, and I think he might actually bring in bad Marks and sabotage.
He could also bring in the
Omni-Man.
bad versions of himself that are smart with evil plans. I mean, he could do it any way he needs to do it. I mean, that's
or
the thing
other
that's
bad
kind of
people
scary.
in general. I mean, he could
Well, that's what I
recruit
mean. He
anyone.
can go to any universe, and instead of finding the good in there, he can find the bad in there and try to use it to his advantage to help get this Invincible, the one that caused this issue.
Yeah. So
But
not good.
it's going to be quite interesting to see, where this goes in the future. But going back to our Guardians now, we saw they introduced a new character, Bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned that he looks like A-Train. If you look at his outfit, it kind of has this. I mean, it's not blue like A-Train's is, but it kind of has that same sleek look to it.
Yeah.
And then with his eyes, the way they are, it kind of looks like the sunglasses that he always wears.
It made me think of Invincible because it looked like the same kind of weird
The bug eye kind of thing.
Yeah, the bug eyes. But I like how he talked back at Rex. I actually felt a little bad for him after that.
Well, Rex is a jackass.
Well,
I mean,
he
he
has
just doesn't know
been.
when to shut up. I know, but he just doesn't know when to shut up sometimes.
So I like Bulletproof now because he needed to be kind of set, put in his place. But we'll see where that goes. I'm hoping that the Guardians can really work well as a team, and I know it's going to be bad with the Immortal and Mark right now because he doesn't trust him. And Mark, I mean, I am nervous about that too because again, we heard most Marks possibly, that's what it sounded like, went to the dark side, agreed with Omni-Man, and they were partners in crime, killing all these people, justifying it. So here you have Mark who is really struggling, and I don't blame him. I can't even imagine going through what he's going through right now. Holy crap. And he has so many emotions right now.
Well, you have so many different thoughts going through your mind, and how many of them were negative that stuck in your mind?
Yeah.
Especially with what just happened. I mean, all those negative emotions just come out. All those negative thoughts get remembered. All the PTSD that all those other counterparts had, it all just comes out all at once. So I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. But I didn't know it was going to be because he took the helmet off. I thought it was just because I didn't think it was possible that one human body can manifest that many different, brain patterns.
I agree.
I mean, that just doesn't seem comprehensible to me. But they found a way apparently to do this. But one small, I mean, my thing from the beginning was one small error and the whole thing goes kaput, and you lose all those people that are good.
Mm-hmm.
So now what?
I do agree there, and you have this one man. I mean, I was thinking, well, maybe he's wise beyond his years. Again, maybe he's lived a lot longer than we know because of his powers, going jumping from portal to portal, universe to universe. Maybe time, he can manipulate time within himself. Who knows? But I'm kind of thinking for him to come up with this whole elaborate plan to make this ultimate machine through other dimensions as well. Maybe he did something already with his own body where he's superhuman in other ways to be able to withstand it. But at the same time, Mahler brothers, right? They said there's a big risk that you might not survive this, or it's going to be worse than death or something. And he was very confident and said, let's do it. So I just feel even knowing that, yes, he's brave. Maybe he's willing to sacrifice himself because it seems like he really does want to save everyone if he can. Or he knows that he can possibly withstand it because he's tried things on his own to make sure that he could or something. I don't know. There's so much we don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. He's a very smart person, at least most of his that we see. So I'm hoping that he didn't go through all this process and not have a fail safe in case something did go wrong.
Yeah, because this was
that
really
risk was
weak.
so high.
It was too easy for this to happen.
My other questions are: Did the explosion happen in the other dimensions that they were hooked up to as well? Did it just happen at the point of origin? Who survived in the other ones? What's happening? I mean, we don't know anything else besides what happened in that one dimension, in that one room.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot to be explained. There's a lot of things that hopefully he had a failsafe. Hopefully he didn't put all the good people in one room and blew them all up.
Yeah.
That would be kind of bad.
Yeah. And completely jumping topics, but what about Robot now with his human form? Like, that was pretty impressive to see, and him trying to learn. Well, because he's now human, so he has these emotions now that are new, and still trying to keep up with, how he was before that. It's going to be
But
a
I mean,
hard mix.
I know, like Rudy was saying, don't listen to him. But he's right though. He's like, I'm not familiar with my new body. It's not right for me to hold everybody else back. He's like, and my judgment calls have been off because I'm not used to expecting what's going to happen next with his own personal body.
Yeah,
So to pass it off to step back for a while and give up his command to the immortal. I think
that's big.
eventually it's big, but it's the right decision. I mean, you can't put your team in risk if you're the weakest link and you're the one in charge.
And he gets it, which is good. I
And
mean,
he gets it. I know he's a little hurt by it, but he gets it.
but he has emotions now. Like, that's
Well,
huge.
that's why
and
he's hurt by it
that's
because
hard.
he's never had to deal with that before. So
Yeah. Yeah, very good first episode. I mean, there's so many questions, and poor Mark. I mean, him and his mother. I mean, the whole Earth. I mean, so many people died from
well,
their big battle last season.
if you saw, he's having some major PTSD issues.
Yeah,
I mean, you can see that when he fought the Mauler brothers and stuff and everything went to hell. He started freaking out, being like, "Oh no, not again."
hmm
So I mean, he's gonna have some major struggling issues, with PTSD,
yeah,
which is gonna suck. But hopefully he can overcome it, or at least have somebody there who can help him.
yeah. I hope
So,
so. I think it's going to be a real struggle throughout this whole season, and if anything, he's definitely going to need his friends, and everyone's going to have to hopefully trust and work together to mentally get through this. Because handling things on your own, sometimes you do need alone time, but in Mark's case, I really think he's going to definitely need family and friends to help him through this. I get like wanting to be back on the field. I kind of agree with Cecil. I don't think that's the greatest thing to do right now, but I think he should live his life and be young. I mean, he's going to live for a long time. I know that's probably a bad excuse, but live your young life right now, because Viltrumites, apparently they live
well,
thousands of years, and when you're young, you kind of live more like a human, and then you slow down later in life. So like, live your young life now and go through
but see,
this
I
stuff.
think I think
I think it's healthier.
one of the issues that Mark was having, especially with Cecil, he was like, Cecil doesn't trust me,
hmm
and it's like it's not that Cecil doesn't trust you. Cecil doesn't trust your mind right now because you've been such through a major traumatic experience that getting thrown back into the filth again is just gonna make it screw you up a little more, and that's what he doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
It's not an issue of trust. It's an issue of uh, not screwing you up even more,
hmm
because you're not taking the rest that you need to, gather your thoughts, just to, come back to reality of what, where you just came from and everything. So that's why he's having these little PTSD stress
Yeah.
things going on because he is going back into it too early. But I know, he feels guilty that he was the cause of so many people's, losing their lives and stuff, but not thinking about the other side of it where he saved a lot of people's lives at the same time.
hmm
Because if he wasn't there, think of how many people would have died,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it's true. With Cecil questioning Mark and saying, like, well, who else said those words? Or however he said it about Omni-Man also saying that
Well,
about
I mean,
wanting
to
to be
me,
out and protecting people or something.
well, to me, Cecil, I feel like he's going to be more of a father figure for
hmm
Mark because he's going to have to tell him, no, you're not going out. You need time to. He's going to have to be the person to tell him when to quit, when to take a break. Because Mark's not going to do it on his own. He's going to be one of the go go go. I got to help everybody. That kind of
Yeah.
thing. And Cecil's going to be the one to be like, no, you're sitting your ass down. You're going to take a break, and we have other people who can handle this for a while.
Yeah. And I think that's why he said those words back to him, like, oh, your father said the same thing, because he's trying to put it in his head that you need to rest and take it easy because your mind is not, you're not
Clear.
100% right now.
Yeah,
So
your mind's not clear.
yeah. So you
I
might
mean,
make bad decisions or something.
and I hope Amber, I hope, but I think Amber is also going to help in that aspect too, because he's going to feel more comfortable talking to somebody, that he loves and cares about
Hmm.
and trusts,
Yeah.
but I also feel bad for, his mother, because his mother's going through just the same stuff,
Yeah. Thank God she has
and
Olga. I mean, thank God there's like someone in their lives that can they can truly talk to and be themselves, because to have all these secrets, you can't tell the public about anything. The public knows one thing. Even Mark going to school and that bully comes up and he's like, "See, I'm not such an asshole. I really, I do care and I feel bad about your dad exploding," and however he said it.
yeah.
And I'm like, so there's a different story that people are told, but it's even worse than what the public knows. So for Mark and his mom to have like people they can truly talk to about what happened, that's mentally good. That's healthy to talk to people, because to just
But
bottle
still,
it up and not be able
yeah.
to express
I mean, it
yourself
still
at all.
hurts.
Oh
It
yeah,
still
no, it
hurts, but at
doesn't
least
make
getting
it.
it out.
Yeah, it doesn't like cure it. It's just, but you need to be able to express your emotions and to bottle it up. I mean, we see a lot of heroes who can't tell anyone, or they don't for a while, but it's just there's different
Where's
scenarios, there's different levels of violence and stuff and danger. But in this case, like I think it's really good for Mark and Deb to have people that they can actually truly talk to. That's important.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we can talk about this all day. We so can't wait for the next episode. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.